Hi everyone! Today we are going to do a kind of fiery red hair color with Korilynn Luminance. I had done a poll in my community tab when we were getting close to the letter L, and Lumies are the one that won. I don't remember why I did red hair though. Oh, there's a hashtag going around for red hair. That's what it was. Okay. I was gonna say, but yeah, so I have been working on this one here. This is just one of Mariola Budek's hair inspiration series pictures. And I decided to do kind of more a traditional red, so you've got those fiery colors. All right, here are the ones you are going to need. You are going to need Carmine Lake, which is number 575, Korilynn Brown, which is 585, Scarlet, which is 70, Permanent Red, which is 61, Cornelian, which is 850, and just Orange, which is 30. Okay, so we start. I'm just going to work on this little section here, showing you how the combo goes down. We're going to start with Orange, which is our base color. And I'm just putting a light coat where I want the highlight to peek through. See, like on some of these here. Doesn't necessarily mean I follow all of her grayscale either, but for the most part. Okay, now we're going to go on with our darkest color, which is Carmine Lake. And I'm going to first get under this braid, just kind of darken that. Okay, and then I'm just going to start from the base here and just do the flicking motion. If you're unfamiliar with the flicking motion, you're basically putting pressure down and then lifting as you pull up and away. So it leaves these very light flicks. And this is like a nice, rich, reddish brown color. All right. Now you want to grab the Korilynn Brown. Same thing, going from the base, flicking out, filling in some of the white space left from the previous color. In a few spots, I will lift it past the previous color, like go further than I did with the other. Okay. Now grab Scarlet, again going from the base, and with this one, filling in some of the white space, going a little further than the previous two colors in some areas. Kind of just gotta eyeball it. Hair is not 100% the same. Even if you color your hair, and dye it, each strand is not the same. And so just when you're doing these flicking motions, think of it as a strand of hair that you are adding into the mix. And you'll notice when we use this scarlet color, it starts to become more red. Okay, now you're going to grab your permanent red and still flicking from the base and out, filling in some white space, going a little further in some areas. Believe it or not, if you're doing the flicking motion correctly, you still have a lot of white space. It's hard to tell in the grayscale, but you have quite a bit of white space to fill in. Turn your pencil frequently. That'll help keep it nice and sharpened. Always have a really sharp point. You should not be using heavy pressure at all. It should be really light, actually, on your wrist. Okay, now go in with the Cornelian. Need my brush. Now this one, I'm going to still go from the base in some areas, and in others I might come up through the middle. So it just kind of depends. But the flicking motion stays the same. I'm bringing it out a little further, not a ton because I don't want orange hair. Plus we're at the base of the bun, the bottom of the bun, which is not going to get as much light exposure. Okay. You'll notice, see how like it gets a little orangey tinge as I'm catching some of those white spaces in between the 4 previous colors we put down. And you'll notice I'm not making a straight line across. My flicks are coming in and out, so the space here should be almost like a zigzag. Okay, now we're going back with our orange, which is really a yellowish orange, and I'm going from about midway through each side and just bringing that up into the highlight, a little here and there. Now, before I finalize the highlight, I want to add some colors to bring my highlight a little bit closer together. So I'm going to go back and grab my Korilyn brown, just make some longer flicks here and there where I feel it fits the color. And this is kind of where you don't want to copy me exactly, you kind of want to learn, you know, your own style. Now I'm going to go add my permanent red. Again, just pulling some of these out to close up the gap just a little bit more. Not a ton, because this is a pretty big curve in the bun here, so it's gonna have a nice shiny highlight. You know, all these girls have miraculously healthy hair. You can see I'm just kind of flicking it in here and there. Now I'm going to go back to my Korilyn. Same thing, just kind of lightly flicking where I feel I'm going to close it up a little bit more. Okay. Brush it off. Now I'm going to take orange and just kind of through the center lightly. I'm not pressing hard at all because I do want to leave a little bit of white space and the lighter layer that we had put down of this in the center. And there you have it. Okay, and there you go. Now we have our more traditional red hair. Sometimes it can look orangey in the light, so you know, kind of turn it. But the whole point is you have so many colors bouncing in here, and this is actually a lighter version of a red because we are using 6 colors, and normally I would use anywhere from 7 to 9 for a traditional red, mixing in oranges, reds, browns, and yellows, but try to keep it simple. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And keep an eye out. I plan to also do another red hair combo with the Derwent Lightfast, and I'm going to try and get one in with a Lyra, so all 3 L pencils if I can this month. Until then, take care. Bye now.